So I came here for an injury. It was not something related to, so I've been doing CrossFit for 6 years now. Heavy weights, fast movements, everything. But I actually started CrossFit 6 years after having spinal surgery. And I was very afraid to do anything to injure myself, and which led to me getting really large. And I was about 80 pounds heavier than I am now when I walked into my gym 6 years ago. But I walked in and knew that I needed to make a change, and for my physical health, mental health, all these things. So 6 years going strong, I was then on a business trip, was swimming in a pool at the hotel. I got out and I had the same pain that I had had 12 years prior, radiating down my leg, really bad sciatic pains. And I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, oh, maybe it'll just flare up, it'll go away. I wasn't lifting weights or anything, it just happened. So out of nowhere, I was in excruciating pain. And then I saw the quality of my life just plummet, because I'm used to being a father, being a husband, going to the gym daily, going to work daily, and just doing what I have to do. I couldn't do anything. I was everything going down to simplest of tasks, like using the bathroom, which is embarrassing to talk about, was so painful. To bathe myself was painful. Everything. I could not get out of bed. Physically, I couldn't stand for more than a minute. I would try and sit at the kitchen table with my kids to eat, and I had to drop down on the ground because I couldn't even sit in a chair. So I didn't know what to do. I did not want to have back surgery again, but I also knew that if it came down to it, it's not the worst thing in the world. It's not a disease, it's not a sentence, it's not something that's saying this is the end for you. It's something that could be resolved. But I didn't want to go down the road of back surgery again. I'm almost 40 years old. This would have been my second back surgery, and you have one surgery and that leads to typically more and more surgeries. So I wanted to do everything that I could to resolve that. I knew that Natty had started Myokinetix actually at my gym at CrossFit Roseland. How many years ago? About 6 years ago, 5.5 years ago. And he was right by here. I watch him. He's right by my house, by my gym. I watch all his stuff online, and I'm always motivated by everything that he's saying. And I said, let me give him a shot. Let me see if we can resolve this without me going down the road that the surgeon was telling me. So I actually hit up Natty on Instagram and I said, I'm a mess. What can we do about this? These are the things that are going on. And he said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. So he reached right out to me and we discussed what was going on. He said, I'm not going to be the one to treat you, but Matt, he's going to be the one that can fix you. What did I have to lose besides going under the knife again to get surgery? So I said, all right, let me come in. I've been through PT multiple times throughout my life, as a kid, as an athlete. I don't look like an athlete, but I truly am. As a kid, with soccer injuries, with tennis, skiing, basketball, baseball, I had shoulder problems, knee problems, things like that. So I've gone through the mill of physical therapy through different stages of my life. And also from recovering from my first spine surgery. And every practice that I've been to, every clinic, and I say clinic because I don't feel like this is a clinic. This is a much higher, it's an elevated experience here when you come for physical therapy. Previous clinics that I have been to, it's run-of-the-mill, it's standard. You go in, they say what's going on, so we're going to start you with ice, then we're going to do stim, then we're going to do heat, we're going to do a little bit of massage, and a few exercises and send you on your way. I'm sitting next to 60, 70, 80-year-olds right next to me, and they're just trying to get the basic functions of life, which, yes, that was important to me. I didn't have those basic functions when I got this injury again. But I needed more than that. I wanted to get back to what I love doing, which is I love going to my gym. I love being there for my family, for my kids, for my wife, and I couldn't do any of that. So we put together a game plan. I met with Matt. That first hour session with him, that any physical therapist will sit with me for an hour to talk about my concerns, to talk about everything that's going on, the past and where I want to be in the future. And the future was not that I don't need to be lifting the same amount of weights. I just want to get back to the gym. I just want to be doing what I've been doing for the last 6 years that I've loved and has really been such an outlet of mental health and physical health. And I saw all that plummet when I couldn't physically move around. So we game planned, we spoke, we spent a lot of time, barely even touched me that day because I was so uncomfortable. But we came up with a game plan, and 3 months later, I was back at my gym, and very thankful for all the people here, for all the work, for everything that's been done to get me to where I am today, which is I'm now back at my gym 3-4 days a week and have nothing but good things to say about this place.